Hello everybody and welcome to episode number 6 of the Ask DJV show. I'm DJ Valori and thank you very much for joining us this week. This week we're going to have a discussion about why your hotel website needs to be responsive in nature. But before we get into that, let's talk about what responsive actually means. Let's define it. So in simple terms, responsive websites are basically websites that will adapt and will respond properly whether you're on a laptop, a PC, a smartphone, or an iPad, or any other tablet out there. And it's really cool because it enables the presentation to consistently be presented on various devices, regardless of what the consumer is using. And just recently here in 2014, Google came out with a report that stated that over 50% of US consumers start their travel experiences on one device and end up on another device to actually consume and make that booking. And as an example, you may think about yourself. You're in the office at work and you start your research, if you will, for your next vacation on your laptop or on your PC at your desk. You get home and you actually get on the couch, you're watching TV, and you start researching again and looking through some options for your travel or vacation on an iPad. You're out to dinner with your spouse and you continue that process on a smartphone. So having a responsive website ensures that the consumer's experience is consistent across all the different platforms and all the different devices they use. And search engines love that kind of technology because a responsive website ensures that you don't have a mobile standalone website which is separate from your PC. It's all just one website. If you have a mobile website, you're creating an opportunity to put out duplicate content to consumers. And the search engines, as we all know, do not like duplicate content, and they will penalize you in your organic listings and your rankings when you do have duplicate content out there. So having a responsive website not only takes care of the different devices out there, but also takes care of making sure that there are no duplicate pages out there, duplicate content. From a long-term perspective, it's also cheaper to operate a responsive website than it is to have a standalone website as well as a mobile website. Think of it this way. If you need to make a change to your accommodations page, you have to make it on a mobile website and then you have to make it again on the PC version of the website. When you have a responsive website, you only make that change one time and it populates all the different devices out there and makes that change across the board. So that's really important. And having a responsive website these days is not as expensive as it used to be. You really have a couple of options that are available. One is you can take your existing website, if you've spent a lot of time and energy and money and creative power, if you will, to put together a website that you really like on the PC side. You don't want to scrap that. So what you want to do is add additional code to your website on the back end to make your website responsive. So you don't necessarily need to have to throw away what you've already spent a lot of time and energy on. Another option would be to recreate your website completely from scratch using a platform, open source code like WordPress, which has a content management system built in and has all of the responsive hooks, if you will, and code that you're going to need to make your site really responsive in nature. And either one of those approaches, the cost of doing those has really come down considerably in the last few years, so it's really not out of reach anymore from a basic hotel website to be able to make it responsive. So again, the quote of the day or the thought of the day, if you is make sure your hotel is responsive as we go into 2015, as more and more consumers, more and more millennials out there will start and continue to use different devices to engage with you online on your website. So thanks again for joining us this week, and we'll see you next week on the Ask DJV show. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay in touch and be updated every time a new video comes out. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you next week. Take care.